Alright, here we go. Today is, what's today's date? Today's Thursday, the 18th? Yes, the 18th. And, wow, what a day it was. For those of you, all whopping 6 of you, who took the time to watch the webinar from last night, or webcast rather, I hope you played it, because there was, actually no, I need that, there was huge money to, we dream of, for a second, here we go, SPY, chop that I had talked about, as you can see, came down pretty big off open, bounced back up, kind of chopped in between, and then right around 1, 2 o'clock, it just crapped itself and went down, and literally pulled everything down with it. Excuse me, as many of you remember from my tweets, those of you who follow me on Twitter, we had Netflix with a first target of 165 and a secondary target of 163. Well, Netflix broke both targets and is currently, obviously the day's not over, it's only 3 o'clock, but it hit a low of 161.8, which from the morning's high is a 10-point move, which was sick. What a sick play that was. Those 170 puts I talked about yesterday and Tuesday in the webcast, which nobody heard because the audio didn't work, those are now something like 1,200%. That was a huge play. I can't say enough about it. It had a nice slow bleed, plenty of time to add up on those puts, both the 170s in the morning and then the 165s towards lunch, the end of the day. All of that is off huge. The 165s, God, they were, last time I looked, yeah, they went off for 700% from the morning lows, which was when Netflix was around 171, 170 and change, which that alone was a sick play. But these 170s were really nice. Then we had Amazon, which was another just ridiculous play. I had a target of 262 that got smashed out pretty damn early, right off the opening break, and then it just kept going and hit a low of 256 and change. That gave us an extra like 5-6 points of premium, which that was another sick play. The contracts, if you had played the near strikes, those being either the 265s or the 260s, depending on how you want to really play it. You either had a 900% day or a 700-ish. I'm not really doing the math right now, but something along those lines. That was another great play. And then we had the LinkedIn. I had a target of 174, and I'm not going to lie, most of the day, I kind of sat there and was like, I don't know if I'm going to get this play. I'm going to look like an asshole. And I might not get it. Well, once that SPY kind of just shot itself in the foot and tanked out, it broke that 174 and then even went to a low of 172 and change. That was another awesome play. That was kind of harder to play as far as what strikes to play. I'm currently in between accounts, as many of you know, so I most likely would have played the 175s just because it was closer to my expectation. And those, I mean, you can, the proof is right here. You can see that went for like 900% at the highs from the morning lows. Another sick play. Even if you didn't catch it at the morning lows, you caught it a little bit higher, you're still looking at 500-600% worth of return, which was great. And then things kind of got a little bit trickier. I'm not really sure what the hell I was thinking with this Goldman Sachs trade. I really want to think that I fucked this up somewhere. I'm not sure what it was I saw, and I'm even going to look back at this daily chart here to see what the fuck I was thinking. Yeah, I messed this up. I'm not sure how I even I really don't get it. But whatever, it is what it is. I had a target of 143, and that was retarded. Like I said, I don't really know what I was looking at or what I was thinking. Maybe I got tired. But that was a huge, huge puts play. Quite a nice return on those. Obviously, I didn't play it. Those of you who know me well or follow my tweets pretty regularly, you know I'm a big tech guy. I only really play the banks or the credit card sector when I feel there's a big, big, broad move coming to the market one way or another, and the banks are going to either lead the charge or they're going to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. Sorry, I'm going to reference my notes here from last night. Then we had Sam. Where's Sam over here? Sam is kind of the lone sheep today, the black sheep of the pack. Didn't really want to follow the market today. I had an initial target of 154.3. We see a low of 157, and then it kind of rallied and got weird. Stock, unless it's a big, big broad. What you know, and that's kind of what we saw today. Sam's not really something I would normally play, but I think when I looked at what it did yesterday, I kind of thought that it had some more downside, but obviously that wasn't the case. And then we have Citigroup, again another bank. I had a target of 44.20, 44.87 was what we got. This kind of had a slow bleed out, and as you can see, it followed pretty in tandem with what was going on in the broad market and the SPY. Didn't get my target on that, but I probably wouldn't have played it anyway, even if I could have. But that was that, and then we got Visa, which I didn't come out with a target on, only because I really wasn't sure what it was going to do. And for much of the day, it was really, really weird and sketchy, and took a lot of people's money today, as you can see. Broke down off the open, then rallied, and now it's kind of found its way back down, which doesn't really surprise me, but it was a weird one today, which makes me think that these banks and credit cards are going to start leading a charge back north for the broader market. Wow, SPY, holy shit, that's pretty big. Wow, that kind of throws a wrench into everything. I mean, tomorrow, I'm really gonna get into what I'm expecting for each individual stock right now. The market's not over. I usually like to do that when everything's done and I can look at the trades for the day and then look at what everything ended at and what it was doing after hours. But I will go out on a limb and say this. I kind of expect the SPY to do a little bit of northern chopping tomorrow. I think that we've kind of hit a little bottom for now. I'm going to reference the daily chart here for a second, just to see what it looks like as far as waves, because I really believe that we're going to get a Friday move, and I don't think it's going to be big. I think we'll see around 154.50. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now, and it did break this low here, which is interesting. But like I said, I think we might get a move to 154.50, maybe a little bit higher. I don't think anything crazy. I don't think we're going to have a multi-dollar day. I don't think we're going to get any crazy volatility in the SPY. The rest of the market, though, that's a fucking crapshoot at this point. I mean, you have literally everything that I'm looking at, with the exception of Bud, Sam, and COH. Everything's red. And I think there might have been news out on those three, or one of them, or something like that. But I think 154.50 tomorrow. This is going to be a very, very short webcast, only because Lucci's got a webinar at 4:30, and I kind of want to eat something before that. But it was a incredible day. This was actually, in my opinion, a $1 million week for me. Had I not been in between accounts, I have the worst timing ever, but it is what it is. Can't cry over spilt milk. And with that being said, I hope the 5 of you who watched last night's webcast caught these trades and hit it big. There was a ton of money to be made. And I really think that we've, like I mentioned yesterday, transitioned into a sell the rip market. I think that we will see a bottom 148, 149, not anytime soon, the next couple of weeks, next month maybe, but I think it's kind of time to reset everything. And that's really all I got for you right now. Like I said, I will be updating everything on Twitter as far as projections, estimates, and again, where I think we will head tomorrow and the rest of the next week. But this proves a very important point that I got at yesterday on Twitter. Although I do a lot of charting and I make my expectations based on what I see on the chart, I don't trade on the chart alone. I do pay attention to the time and sales, the tape, and what that's doing, and that kind of helps a lot with these moves that we saw today. Like yesterday, for example, 71 people and thought going back into that channel, and they all got burnt, point blank. Like, they got burnt bad. And it hit a high of, 177, and then it closed at freaking sub 170. That I called that puts play from 170 at when it was like 176 and change. Without the tape, don't do much. If I'm not gonna pay attention, I'm not gonna trade, and that's do it. It's still looking okay. I would love to see a bounce tomorrow, and actually, I wouldn't be shocked by it. I've seen a lot of weird activity going off on the tape, a lot of odd-sized lots, some bigger lots than usual for Netflix, which is something I play pretty regularly, every day, basically. But a lot of weird things. So that's kind of my sleeper pick for tomorrow. I would not be shocked by a move back towards 166. Don't quote me on that right now. Like I said, I'll look at everything tonight and get back to you. But have a great day. This is Option Trader New Jersey, and I will see you guys tomorrow.